That's Money Brown, man. Earnston Jr. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on 3 legends in this fight game. We have the legendary Canelo Alvarez, the hottest fighter on the planet, the #1 pound-for-pound king, the 4-division world champion, the current undisputed super middleweight world champion. Then we have Mike Tyson. We all know the heavyweight legend, who is the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in history. And then we have Floyd Money Mayweather, arguably the greatest fighter of all time. We all know Floyd, the 5-division world champion, helped revolutionize the game. But Canelo has a message for Floyd and Mike Tyson ass. Canelo said, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all don't control my career. I fight who I want to fight. Y'all listen to what Canelo had to say, and I'll be back with the great assessment, family.
You know, a lot of fans, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, they feel like Benavidez is the best fight. Do you?
I don't care. I don't care what they feel.
Will it happen before you retire?
At the end of the day, no makes sense for me, right? They don't have nothing to offer me.
Do you think it'll happen before you retire, though, Canelo? If he keeps winning?
Yeah, maybe.
Once again, Canelo drops his nuts on these boys. You heard Canelo say, I don't care what they think. They have nothing to offer. I choose my own fucking fights. You hear me? Nobody sings for me. Hey, Canelo is a gangster, bro. Canelo is a gangster. That's how you respond to that type of shit. That's how you respond to that. Then y'all got to understand, it was Fight Hype that asked the question. Not saying it was a bad question. Not saying, you know, what they saying about Benavidez being the toughest fights. But when Fight Hype come out there and say, oh, you know, a lot of fans like Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, they think that Benavidez is the best. Canelo, I don't give a fuck about what they think. They not me. They not Nello. You feel me? They not King Nello. They don't tell me how to run my fucking career. They both had their careers. Like Canelo said, I respect the kid. If the kid still had his WBC scrap at 168 pounds, he'd have got the fight. He would have got the fight. But he have to blame himself. There's no knock to David Benavidez. But, you know, Canelo doing big things, bro. He said he's going up to 175, and that's how it's rocking, right? David Benavidez, he has a lot of opportunities at 168. And he can also move up to 175 because he's a big kid. You understand? But everybody want to pretend and make it as if David Benavidez is the toughest fight for Canelo Alvarez. And that's just not true. It's just not true, right? Floyd Mayweather, he'll come out and say that shit because of what? He's hating on Canelo, right? David Benavidez is with the PBC. He feel like he can say some things about Canelo to discredit Canelo Alvarez. So that's Floyd Mayweather's way of discrediting Fight Hype. That ain't Floyd Money Mayweather's way of looking at it saying David Benavidez is the toughest fight for Canelo Alvarez. Nah, he listened to the shit. Oh, Canelo ducking David Benavidez. Canelo ducking Charlo. Canelo ducking Demetrius Andrade. You see what I'm saying? And he bring up, I just want to know why Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. Canelo ain't ducking shit. He ain't ducking shit. And Floyd knows that. It was fights out there that people wanted Floyd to fight. They say Floyd was ducking. And he say he ain't ducking nobody. And Floyd always talking about work smarter, not harder. You feel me? So don't talk to me about what no goddamn Floyd Money Mayweather think. You dig what I'm saying? Don't talk to me about that, bro. At the end of the day. Because we know with Floyd, what comes off with him is a little jealousy towards Canelo Alvarez. And that's just the fact of the matter, bro. The fact of the matter. When it comes to Mike Tyson, you know, he look at David Benavidez as one of the top dogs. He kind of liked David Benavidez when he seen him. But Tyson just sat up there and said Canelo's a fucking animal when he saw Caden Plant. Said Canelo was going to destroy Caden Plant motherfucking ass. And Canelo did just that. You understand what I'm saying? Mike Tyson know Canelo Alvarez is a killer. He knows that. You feel me? But Mike Tyson get caught up in that media hype as well. You understand what I'm saying? He get caught up in that media hype as well. He barely know who these goddamn fighters are. Let's keep it real. Mike Tyson barely know who these goddamn fighters are. He barely know who Benavidez. What's that guy's name? Benavidez, what's that kid name? Yeah, I feel like he's a good fighter. I feel like he's a tough fight for Canelo. I feel like that's the best fight. You know, I feel like Mike Tyson barely even watched that man probably fight. That motherfucker look at highlights and think he can just judge a fight off some highlights. You can't just judge a fight off of highlights, Mike. You can't just judge a fight off of highlights. You got to sit your ass down, right? Eat your mushrooms, smoke your weed, and really analyze and look at Benavidez and ask yourself, is he the toughest fight for Canelo Alvarez, right? Because a lot of people keep saying that shit. And it's kind of getting me fed up, bro. And this is no knock to David Benavidez. I fuck with David Benavidez. Gave me a shout out. Rocks on Money Brown TV. Much love to him, bro. I want to see him, go forward and do big things. But to me, he's not the toughest fight for Canelo Alvarez. People looking at the height, right? People looking at the length. People looking at his pressure style and looking at his activity, right? Him throwing a lot of punches, pressing his opponents up out of there, getting their ass up out of there, in the middle of the rounds or late in the rounds. You're not going to be able to do all that shit on Canelo Alvarez, homie. You're not going to be able to do all that shit on Canelo Alvarez, homie. For once, Canelo is a hell of a counterpuncher, so if you get out there, you try to be active alpha, he going to counter your ass to death. And that power Canelo got is different than anything David Benavidez has ever felt. That power of Canelo Alvarez is harder than anything David Benavidez ever felt, bro. The IQ of Canelo, the size of Canelo, the chin of Canelo. You understand? David Benavidez fought one of Canelo's sparring partners and my brother Ronald Ellis and won 11 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. Right? They ended up stopping it in the end, but it was late. It was late. And I don't think Ronald will be pissed off at me for saying this, but Ronald and Canelo is totally two different animals. I say Ronald and Canelo was totally two different animals, bro. And if it took you late to get Ronald up out of there, and Ronald's a hell of a fighter, don't get me wrong. Bro, Canelo is not going like that, bro. Canelo is not going like that, bro. Y'all gotta understand, man. People looking at David Benavidez like he the hardest puncher motherfucker in boxing. No, they kid how to wear you down and then get you up out of there, bro. Canelo can hit your ass with one shot and put you out. Canelo can hit you with one shot and put you out, bro. You understand? Canelo punch placement is different. It's different. His power is different. His defense is different. Then his defense to offense is different as well, bro. So, Benavidez is not finna get into that fucking ring and just throw a million punches and think Canelo go fold and break and you go work Canelo down. Then in the second half of the fight, you just finna come forward and take over and just walk towards him. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. You understand what I'm saying? None of that shit. David Benavidez gonna have to have a real game plan fucking with Canelo Alvarez. You dig me? So when I'm looking at fight hype, I ask the question, right? A lot of people will say it's Floyd hype because Floyd control fight hype. We all know how that go, right? Don't ever say, oh, Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson think that that's the toughest fight and think you're going to get a fucking politically correct answer from Canelo Alvarez. Hell no, Canelo gonna tell you, I don't give a fuck what they think, you think, he think, she think, we think. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what's best for King Nello career, my future. You dig me? And Dimitri Bivol is better than Charlo, Benavidez, and Demetrius Andrade. You understand? Tougher opponent. Because y'all don't know y'all motherfucking homework. Don't mean I got to do it for y'all. Right? They might have bigger names for us the popularity contest. But for us the skill set, you put them boys in the ring with Dimitri Bivol, them boys go get worked out probably. Charlo ain't taking his ass up to 75 to fight Bivol. Andrade ain't taking his ass up to 75 to fight Bivol. Benavidez ain't taking his ass up to 75 to fight Bivol. You know, Benavidez probably would. But he ain't going up to 75 to fight Bivol. You dig me? Andre Ward told Canelo to stay away from Bivol. But y'all boys trying to play as if Bivol ain't a tough competition for Canelo? As if Bivol ain't real? Man, cut that out, bro. Cut it out. Canelo said out his own mouth. And video for to come on that. Canelo said out his own mouth that boy is more dangerous than Benavidez, Charlo, and Andrade. And I agree with him. Bivol is a big-ass dude, bro, with a skill set, dog. Dimitri Bivol is a big-ass dude with a skill set. And he's cut from that Russian cloth, so you know he tough. You dig me? So at the end of the day, bro, stop playing with Canelo Alvarez fight hype. Hey, fight hype, stop playing with Canelo Alvarez fight hype. You feel me? You can say y'all think these boys the toughest opponent and all that shit. Don't just mention Benavidez's name with it. Mention Charlo and Andrade with it. Don't come with an agenda, homie. Don't come with an agenda or I expose your ass. You feel me? I will expose your ass at the end of the day, dog. You know what I'm saying? come ask the questions about Dimitri Bivol and Canelo Alvarez. That's the fight that's going down May 7th. That's the fight that should be respected. It's a hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. You dig what I'm saying? Benavidez has a fight against David Lemieux. Ask Benavidez about questions about fucking David Lemieux. That's what y'all should be worrying about. Benavidez and David Lemieux, right? Even though I got Benavidez beating David Lemieux, you never know what can happen in boxing. And that's why Canelo tell y'all right now, I'm only focused on Dimitri Bivol. If I can't get past him, ain't shit next. You understand? Once I get past him, then we can talk about the next fight. And that's why you got to respect Canelo Alvarez, because he don't look too far ahead. He don't get complacent. He keep himself disciplined. He stay in the gym. He knows what he has to do to be great, and he's doing it. He's doing it. You understand? And that's some of these other fighters got to get put in their head, bro. Stay down, stay focused, stay disciplined, stay grounded, stay content, and understand what's in front of you, and don't look too far fucking ahead. You feel me? Don't look too far ahead. And that's why you got to respect Canelo Alvarez, bro. Canelo Alvarez put Tyson in this place, put Mayweather in this place, put Fight Hype in this place. You understand? And he's going to continue to do what Canelo Alvarez want to do. Why? Because Canelo make his own fucking chess moves on his own chessboard. Nobody control his career but himself. But himself. When he was in that courtroom fighting for his freedom against Oscar De La Hoya, wasn't no motherfucker there with him but himself. You feel me? So at the end of the day, respect Canelo Alvarez's decision, Fight Hype. Ask him questions about Bivol. Because that's a tough-ass fight for him next. You dig me? Show respect. Give respect where it's due. Don't get out of line, or your ass will get checked. Shouts out to King Nello, man, for standing up like a man and dropping his nuts on them boys. Go out there, do what you got to do, Canelo. Become the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and one of the greatest to ever lace him up. And I'll be rooting for you, King. Until then, it's your boy, Money. It's the NSBC moving. Everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52 at gmail.com or PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.